Good morning. It is 8:30 on Saturday, December 30th, and I have caught the cold from my children. My youngest son brought it home from his last week of high school, and I thought, I'm not going to get it because he got it, then my older son got it, then my husband got it, and I was doing great. And now my nose has turned into a faucet. Such is life. Happy New Year, right? Anyways, I'm just trying to drink my fluids and take care of myself this morning. But of course, it's Saturday morning, and on Saturday mornings, I start in my craft space. I've got 2 different projects I hope to accomplish today. One gets to utilize, I'm so excited about this. I just received it in the mail, and I love it. You can hear the bag opening. All right, look at this fabric though. Can you see? It's Alice in Wonderland, and it's Liberty fabric lawn, so it's really silky and smooth. And because it's so drapey and thin, I'm going to iron it, and it seems like, okay, I think I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be interfaced. I'm gonna add some structure to it so then I can put it on foam and then I can quilt it. It is so soft and so silky. It's one of those things where you just want to hug it and love it, and you don't want to actually use it for anything. But the idea I have for it, I think, is a really good idea. And I think it's going to be really nice. So it'll be good for me to just do it, right? Just do it. So I'm going to interface it and then put it on the foam, because I think if I just put it on the foam and quilt it, it won't stand up as well. That's my instinct. So iron it, interface it, put it on the foam, and then turn it into a book bag or an iPad bag. And then the other thing I have, the other fabric I have sitting by, and I didn't mention either of these projects yesterday when I was talking about all the things I'm doing in the new year. These projects were not mentioned because I'd kind of forgotten about them. And as I was cleaning, because before I start crafting, I always come down and I'm like, okay, what needs to be straightened? What can I do? And so I started with straightening up a few things, making room for myself on my cutting table. And of course, I came across this fabric that I had purchased. And I purchased it at the same time that I purchased the polar fleece that I got yesterday, because the fleece, the stuff was on sale when I was ordering that from Joann's. So I'm like, oh, well, if I'm going to have a shipment come of this polar fleece and everything's on sale, why don't I also get, yeah, I got it. It's the, I can't even remember what it's called. It's another kind of fleece, fuzzy. It's not minky. It's, some people call it teddy bear. It has another name that I can't think of. And that's okay, because all you need to know is that it's fabulous. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so huggable. But guess what I'm making? I'm not making a teddy bear out of it. I mean, yes, this is the stuff that you would make an adorable puppet or a doll. Nope, I'm making a bag. That's how I roll. So, and I think I found this in my stash. I think this will be a beautiful lining color. It's a different pink, but I think they play well together. So this will be on the inside, of course, interfaced. I haven't decided if I'm going to put foam in this one for structure, because I'm not going to quilt it, so it would just be in the seams essentially for structure. And I might, but it's basically going to be just a, I think I was going to do a tote bag, but now the more I think about it, I think I want to do like a little handbag. So I'm not using all of it. I mean, I have a ton of it, but I just need a small piece, a small portion. And I'm probably going to make like a little handbag, because one of my student, remember my sewing student, she gave me a very generous, or her family gave me a very generous gift card for Joann Fabrics, and it just feels like this is what I should do. I mean, I used the gift card on other things because I had already purchased this fabric. Technically, the gift card didn't purchase this fabric, but it just feels like I bought this at Joann's. She gave me a Joann's gift card. Feels like a nice thank you and happy holidays gift. And since she's young, she's 8, 9, I don't remember. She's young. I think she'd like a little purse. I think a little bubblegum pink purse would be really good for her. So I'll figure out which pattern I'm going to use, but I think that's what I'm going to do. So I got to get, first step, ironing and interfacing. That's it. Bye. Hello, welcome back. It is later in the day. It's still Saturday. It's about 4 in the afternoon. I finished the 2 projects I had set out to finish. I have them with me. And I just took a shower and applied all the ointments and tinctures. And I've got my diffuser going on in the background. And yeah, you can hear how I feel. I'm just still a little run down. I probably should have taken a nap. I mean, I rested, but I didn't really sleep. But it was napping, I guess, in that way. Anyways, let's talk about the things that I made. So my first plan was to use the Sherpa. I figured I remembered the name of the fabric. It's that pink, bubblegum pink fabric. Sorry, my lighting's not very good. If I turn on the overhead right above me, it's like really harsh shadows. So I have on the lights on either side. So this is the lighting we get today. I'm up in my bedroom with my green wall. Okay, so pink Sherpa bag. Da-da-da. Here it is. It's bubblegum pink, or maybe not even bubblegum. It's like really pale bubblegum pink. Again, I don't know that the lighting is doing me any favors, but it's so soft. What I did is I used a magnetic snap because I figured with the all the fluff, it'd be hard to find the snap. So having a magnetic closure would be nice. And inside the bag, this is very simple. Inside I have these 2 straps to hold in the D-rings, and that gives it just a teeny bit of structure on the sides, because it's like boning almost, because it goes all the way down to there. And I only put SF101, which is a type of interfacing on the back of the Sherpa, to knock out the stretch. And I'm laughing to myself because one of the other YouTubers I watch, she's always saying that, knock out the stretch, knock out the stretch. So I have her in my head, knock out the stretch. So to make it more stable, that's what interfacing is for. It's also called stabilizer because it makes it more stable. So it's very stable. It didn't stretch on me, and I did not interface the cotton on the other side. It's a bit thicker, not quite a canvas weight, but just kind of in between quilting weight and canvas weight, heavy cotton. So I thought that was nice. And I know for a little girl, I mean, it's just fabulous with that chain, right? I mean, just fabulous. I think she's going to have a lot of fun using it as a little handbag or a little purse, because this would go, I mean, it wouldn't be my shoulder, but this will be over the shoulder for her, and then she can carry all sorts of goodies inside. And she could probably even put her iPad in there and make it like her special iPad bag. I'm not sure if she could, but it feels like maybe. Speaking of iPads, so I have my Honkin iPad here. It's an older generation. I don't remember what generation it is, but it was when they used to make them really, really big. This has been a very good, loyal, sorry, I'm trying to fight with the cover, iPad. Okay, so it's the extra big. It's, it doesn't say what size it is, does it? Anyways, but it's big. It's honkin' big. It's the same size as a laptop. I say laptop because the other bag I made, you ready, fits my laptop. See, there's my laptop inside. Oh, isn't that so pretty? I'm so pleased with how this bag came out. It was a little difficult to work with because I did not use my favorite foam. My favorite foam stabilizer is By Soft and Stable. That's my favorite one. And yes, it is a little bit more expensive, but you get what you pay for. It's a really good foam. I was doing a lot of making this winter or in the fall, getting ready for like winter craft markets. And I was like, just in case I want to do some foam bags, let me get a less expensive foam. It's not bad, but it's a sew-in foam, and it has stretch to it. Like it can stretch out of shape, which is really annoying. So to combat, oh, I'm speaking of my iPad. So my iPad's the same size as my laptop, and I can actually fit both my laptop and my iPad in this. It's like a little bit more of a snug fit, but it fits and zips. Ooh, like I said, it's a snug fit, and I'm doing this from the side, which is always awkward, isn't it? Isn't it always more awkward to do things sideways? Okay, there we go. So now, it's a snug fit, but they are in there. So I could use this bag to carry my iPad and my laptop if I was like commuting or something, but I'm not. They stay home. So I think I'm debating. I'm debating whether to keep this bag or gift it to someone who does some commuting. But I really like how my laptop sits in there, and it's okay that there's still a little extra space. Anyways, I was talking about the foam. I used, let's see, on the yellow Alice in Wonderland fabric, which is a Liberty Fabrics Tana Lawn, I think is what the type of fabric is. It's just so buttery soft, so silky. I stabilized that with fusible fleece. I had thought about doing it with SF101, the Shape Flex also, but I didn't have a lot of Shape Flex left, and I wanted to use it on the pink Sherpa bag. And I had another like imitation SF101, you know, like a competitor's cheaper kind. And I wasn't certain because that stabilizer is like, has like the glue dots are more spread out. So I felt like you'd be able to see the glue dots through the fabric, because the fabric is so soft and so thin and drapey. So I backed it instead with fusible felt because I really wanted to beef it up, make it very sturdy before putting it on my foam, because like I said, my foam is a little on the stretchy side. But I used spray basting. So I used Odif 505 spray, which you can find almost anywhere. I've seen it in fabric stores. I've seen it in Michael's. Odif also makes a spray based that is more permanent, that's heat activated, called 606. So I have 606 and I considered using 606. But I decided 505 has a little bit more repositionability. So just in case I needed to reposition it, I went with the 505, and I'm really pleased. And I secured the foam to both layers, to the layer of the yellow Alice in Wonderland fabric by Liberty Fabrics, that's already backed in that fusible fleece. And I used the 505 spray also on the other side, the lining. So the same pink lining fabric that I used in the Sherpa bag, because it's nice. And I actually used it for the binding on top. Now to make this bag here, I think it's, oh, what's the name?
Holland pouch. I'm going to actually look it up because it's a great pattern, and it's worthwhile getting, because even though you can make this style of bag in a number of sizes, I really felt that this pattern was very straightforward, gave nice helpful hints, and I really liked that it gave me the exact measurements I would want to be able to make it into a laptop bag. I didn't have to do any guessing. So I'm just looking to see if I can find the name of that pattern in my stuff
here. Hemingway. It's a Hemingway pouch. So if you look it up, you can buy it. I think I bought it on Etsy. Is it Etsy or eBay? I think it was Etsy. The Hemingway pouch, and the maker, what's her name? Center Street Quilts. I follow her, Christina Brinkerhoff. I follow her on Instagram, and I really like the stuff she does. And this is the first pattern of hers that I've purchased, and I'm very pleased. So I might buy more patterns in the future. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But when you cut it, if you watch the video, it's like this big triangle gets cut out of the top of the fabric. And since it was such a big piece to begin with, the piece that gets cut out is actually quite sizable. So I made a little mini patch. Now, because the fabric's directional, and this was the top, which would be turned upside down on the laptop carrier bag, I was like, you know what? I know in Alice in Wonderland, you could totally get away with saying everything's upside down here, you know. We're all a little bit mad here. But I thought, you know what? There's no reason why I can't have the zipper at the bottom, right? Why not? So I made a second little pouch. Now, I'm probably going to give this away. I don't know. It's so adorable.
It's not quite, what can I put in here? Do you have anything in your bag to stick inside? It feels like it'd be a good bag to just stick things in for, here, I have a pair of scissors, let's see. I don't think a pair of scissors fit. No, see, it's going to be too big, right? But I bet a pen would. Just don't have a pen nearby. I bet other little things that you want to keep in your purse.
Maybe hygiene or toiletries or something you could keep in here. And I think it's kind of cute with the zipper at the bottom. And I noticed when I put it in the pink bag for my sewing student with a little snap, here, watch. It fits perfectly in that bag. Look, still plenty of space for other things. And I liked the way, because it's such a firm structure with that foam, I love how it like really helped keep that bag more structured. Does that mean I'm going to include it and give her both? I don't think so, because I actually know someone who, like me, loves the color yellow and loves Alice in Wonderland. And I think that they would really appreciate this. So I might send it to them, because it's just a cute little bag, and why not, right? It's using up leftover pieces that are perfectly good, and it's still really adorable. I mean, honestly, I think this size bag is very marketable. I think if I were to sell it at a market or in my Etsy shop, I'd probably want it turned this way. But since it's the fabrics upside down, I think I'm just gonna, put it this way. Anyways, I digress. That's enough of that. So that's it for me for today. I assume I'll be doing some more sewing tomorrow because that's what I do every day. I go back to work in 3 days. Can't believe this. January 2nd, back to work. I'm very lucky because my work is really just very part-time. So I'm not complaining. I know a lot of people work like way longer hours and have even less time to be crafty. And a lot of people didn't have any time off right now this past week. So it's not a complaint. It's just because I have this head cold. The idea of going back to work is just like, oh, I could really use a vacation from my vacation. But we'll see what happens. Tomorrow I'll probably be crafting again because that's what I do. I'm always crafting. Hence the reason I named my channel, Always Be Crafting. And we'll see what it brings. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support in this year. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of 2023. There's like less than 48 hours left. But I hope they are wonderful for you. And I hope 2024 is even better. And if you're watching this in the future, which I want to believe, then I hope whether it's 2027 or 2030, whatever year it may be, I hope it is wonderful for you. So thank you so much.